my buddy Armando are out here. We are at Wildcat Golf Course. We're playing the Highlands Course, and we are doing the forward tee challenge. That's right, we're playing from the ladies' tees, from the greens all day. I think it's like 5,000 or 5,100 yards. We're on number one. We have 297 yards to the pin, and we're both hitting drivers. So I've got 70 yards to the pin, and I'm going to hit just a little 9-iron pitch. So this is the second hole. It's a par 5. It's playing 393 yards. And from where we're sitting on this tee box, we're going to have a kind of a dog leg left. If we hit straight, we can only go about 175 yards. So we got to go right over the top of this hill to be able to hit driver. Good shot. Got 115 to the pin, and I'm going to hit just an easy pitch and wedge. I don't know. So we've got 119 yards to the pin. You have to carry probably 100 yards to get over all this this foliage, but only 119 yards. So
that's a good one.
Right.
A little short, but it looks good.
So from these forward tees, they give you a lot of obstructed views of the fairway. We have like the woods and stuff that are kind of coming out, but this is a straight par 4, 297 yards, bunker and out of bounds right. You cannot go left of the green because it's out of bounds left, so you definitely have to hit a straight drive. I'm gonna hit driver. Gotta go for it.
That'll work.
I've got 58 yards. I'm going to hit just a little pitch with the pitch and wedge. So we have 234 yards to the pin, or to the center of the green. So I'm going to hit a 3 hybrid. So as you can see, I'm pin high. I pulled it just a little bit left over here in this rough, but I have a really good lie, and I'm only 34 yards from the pin. Kind of short-sighted, so we'll see. Just a straight 287 yard par 4. We've got a greenside bunker left, a short bunker right, out of bounds. We've got out of bounds to the right. So I'm going to hit a 3 hybrid, try to stay out of all that trouble. I ended up hitting that hybrid pretty fat and still have 134 yards to the pin, and I'm going to go with an easy 8 iron. Ah, that was terrible. Ooh. I pulled that 8 iron a pretty good bit, so I'm going to try to pitch a 56 into the fringe and let it run up on the green. So we have a 330 yard par 4, but you can only hit about maybe 150, maybe even less off the tee, because from here you have to carry 291 yards to clear all that stuff. Uphill, into the wind, probably like a 340 yard drive. I'm gonna hit a 6 iron. Armando, you hitting what, a 7 iron? Okay. I have 176 up this big hill to the pin. I'm gonna hit a 4 iron. Right into the wood. Jeez. Taking a 5 iron, and I'm gonna drop in this grass. Par 3, 120 yards, quite a bit of wind, and I'm hitting a 9 iron. We are at a par 5. It's only 439 yards, but you have to carry almost 300 yards to cross all this tall tree stuff to get to the second fairway. We can only go 135 yards to get to the sticks stuff. So from the ladies' tees, there's no advantage on this hole. We're gonna lay up. We're both gonna hit 9 iron. Well, he's gonna hit 9. I'm gonna hit 8 into this wind and just try to get to the edge of the fairway. So I've got 165 yards to get across to the center of this fairway, and to get to this bunker is 210 yards, and to clear this bunker right here is 155 yards, and we are into this wind, so I'm going to hit a 4 iron. I've got 152 to the pin. We're just going to hit a 7 iron.
It didn't sound good, but it's going.
Ooh. Man, what a fun 9 holes. It was a ton of fun playing from these ladies' tees. Originally, Armondo was going to be in the video and we were going to do a match play, but he ended up having to take some work calls in the middle of the round, even though it was his day off. So I just threw some videos of him in there, here and there. But next time we'll get him in a full video. So let's take a look at my score. Playing a 2,500 yard front 9, I managed to shoot even par with 3 birdies, 1 bogey, and 1 double bogey. Boy, I wish I could have had that lost ball back on hole number 7. But that's golf. So one of the reasons I wanted to make this video is because I feel like the biggest issue facing golf right now is pace of play. When it takes 5+ hours to play a round of golf, it's just not practical for most people, and that's why people are leaving this game in droves. And it just takes too long. And one of the reasons I feel like it takes too long is guys play the wrong tees. I will go to my local course and I'll tee it up from the blues, which are like the next to back tees. I think it's like 6,600 yards, and I'll play with 2 or 3 random guys, and they will tee off, and I will literally hit the ball 75 to 100 yards past them off the tee, and they will hit hybrid or 3-wood into half of the par 4 greens. And so they miss the green, they have to pitch, they have to chip, they end up 2-putting, and they shoot a terrible score, which isn't fun for anybody, but it slows the whole course down. But we have to choose tees that are going to make the game fun. We have to choose tees where we can shoot a good score, where we can play around in 4 hours. Me and Armondo played this whole 18 hole round in under 3 hours, and it was a lot of fun. We both shot good scores. On the holes Armondo played, he did really well. He blasted some drives out there. He almost drove a couple of greens. I mean, it was a ton of fun. I challenge you guys to tee it forward. Play the closest men's tees. Play from the women's tees. And leave me a comment down below and tell me what you think is slowing down pace of play. If it's not picking the wrong tees, what is it that is slowing pace of play down? Is it guys not observing ready golf? Is it people spending 15 minutes reading the green? Like, what do you think is slowing the game down and causing the rounds to be 5 hours? Guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to my rant. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe. Please give the video a thumbs up. And as always, sharpen your game.